also still sending emails manually to all your leads, then this video is definitely for you. So hello all, welcome back to Pabbly Connect, and in this video we are going to understand how to create personalized email campaigns using AI agent. So here I'm running a tech company and we have the details of all our leads in our Google Sheets. But to send them emails manually, that to personalized emails, is such a time consuming and a tedious task. So to solve this problem, I've simply created this automation where what is going to happen is that as soon as we add the lead details in our spreadsheet, automatically my AI agent, which is OpenAI, is going to generate the email content which would be personalized towards my lead. Further, I am going to create a draft in my Gmail account for all of my leads. So to do this, we are simply going to create a connection between Google Sheets, my AI agent, which is OpenAI, and then Gmail. And to create this connection without knowing any programming or coding language, we are going to use Pabbly Connect. It is an amazing automation software. So do you also want to create this automation or this connection for your business? Then for that, you have to come with me towards my screen.
Welcome to my screen. So in this video, I'll show you how to create personalized email campaigns like this using an AI agent. So instead of sending generic emails to all your leads, we'll use an AI to tailor the content based on the user preferences. This will help you boost the engagement, improve the open rates, and drive better conversions effortlessly. So let's dive into the automation and make your emails more impactful. So to get started, I've simply opened the landing page of Pabbly by searching pabbly.com/connect in my browser. It is very easy, and as soon as we're going to open the landing page of Pabbly, we're going to get two options. One is sign in and the another one is sign up for free. So if you are a new user, you can click on this sign up for free and you're going to get 100 of tasks free every month to explore the application. But over here, I'm an existing user, so I'm simply going to click on this sign in. And as soon as we're going to click on this sign in, it is opening all Pabbly apps, and over here you can see all the tools and applications offered by Pabbly. But in today's video, we are going to use Pabbly Connect because we are connecting different applications. So I'm simply going to click on this access now right over here to access my Pabbly Connects account, and now it is opening my dashboard. And to start with this automation, we simply have to click on this button which says create workflow, and now it is asking me for the workflow name and the folder I want to save the workflow in. So over here I want to save the workflow in this folder which is automations, and I want to name my workflow as this, which says how to create personalized email campaigns using AI agent. And then we are simply going to click on this button right over here which says create, and as soon as we're going to click on this create, it is opening the most important window of our automation, which is our workflow window. So this is the most important window because we have trigger and action in this. Trigger and actions are the two main principles on which our workflow is going to run. Trigger means when this happens and action means do this. So by this you can understand that the actions are response towards the commands given by our trigger, and that's the particular reason that we can have only a single trigger but multiple actions following the commands of our trigger in a particular workflow. And to get started, we are simply going to select a trigger application. So for my trigger application, I'm just going to select it as Google Sheets because as you can see that I have all my lead details in query type and their preferences in my spreadsheet. So that's why I'm just going to select my trigger application as Google Sheets. So I'm simply going to search for it and select it, and now for the trigger event, I'm just going to select it as new or updated spreadsheet rows, and now it is giving me a webhook URL. So we are going to use this same webhook URL in order to create a connection between our Google Sheets account and our Pabbly Connects workflow. And in order to do this, simply I'm just going to copy this webhook URL, and then we are going to follow this help text, and it is saying log into your Google Sheets account, create a new spreadsheet and navigate to the extensions, and then move on towards the add-ons option. Alright, so we're going to follow the same. I'm just going to open my Google Sheets, and as you can see that this is the sheet I want to create this automation for. You also have to open the same spreadsheet for which you want to create this automation. And after opening the spreadsheet, we have to go towards this extensions, add-ons, and then towards this get add-ons. And over here we're going to add an extension, and for that we are going to search for it, which is Pabbly Connect Webhooks. So I'm just going to search for Pabbly Connect Webhooks right over here, as you can see like this, you also have to search for Pabbly Connect webhooks. And as you can see that I've already installed this extension right over here. So if you haven't installed this, you're going to get the option of install right over here. You can directly install this extension in your spreadsheet right from here. And after installing this extension, you have to refresh your spreadsheet. It is a really important step to refresh the spreadsheet, otherwise you'll not be getting the option of Pabbly Connect webhooks right over here. And over here you have to go towards this extensions and Pabbly Connect webhooks will appear right over here. And now from here we have to go towards this initial setup. And after coming over here towards this initial setup, it is asking me to select the webhook URL and the trigger column. Alright, so we're going to do the same. I'm just going to paste the webhook URL which we copied from our workflow, and now it is asking me to select the trigger column. So the trigger column will be your final data column on which if the data is added, the whole of that row will be sent to the webhook URL. So here you can see that my trigger column is E in this case. So I'm simply going to select it as E right over here. Alright, so I'm just going to enter E and then you're simply going to click on this submit. And yes, you can see setup configured successfully. So you have to select your trigger column according to your spreadsheet. Alright, with this we have successfully created a connection between our Google Sheets and our Pabbly Connect's workflow. But now it is saying waiting for a webhook response, and in the notes it is saying do a test submission / record. So in order to capture this webhook response, we have to do a test submission. So here you can see the button of send test. So we are simply going to click on this send test button right over here. And yes, it is saying test data sent successfully. So it has successfully sent the test data, which is this row 1, towards my webhook URL. And yes, over here you can see that Pabbly has captured the response. You can see the name, you can see the lead ID, you can see the preferred product or service, you can see the inquiry type and the email too. So yes, with this we have successfully completed our trigger step. But now what we have to do is that we have to go towards this spreadsheet, and it is a really important step. All right, you have to go towards this extensions Pabbly Connect webhooks, and you have to switch on this button right from here, which is send on event. So now after switching on this button, what is going to happen is that as soon as I'm just going to add another row right over here, or any another specific event is going to occur in the spreadsheet, automatically the details will be sent towards my webhook URL. So as you can see that with this we have successfully switched this on, and now with this we have successfully completed our trigger step. And now we're going to move on towards our action step. I want to create personalized email campaigns using an AI agent. So here for my AI agent, I'm just going to use it as OpenAI. So I'm just going to select my action application as OpenAI. So I'm just going to search for it and select it. You can use any another AI agent like Google Gemini too. And now for the action event, I'm simply going to select it as ChatGPT and click on this connect. And now it is asking me to add a new connection or select an existing connection. So if you have already connected your OpenAI account with your Pabbly Connect's workflow, you can click on this select existing connection and then save. But if you haven't, you have to follow me, click on add a new connection, and now it is asking me for the token. And to get this token, we are simply going to follow the help text, and it is saying kindly visit your OpenAI API key page to get this API key. Alright, so you can see that over here is the hyperlink to go towards this OpenAI API keys page. So I'm simply going to click on this hyperlink given right over here, and as you can see that now it is opening my API key page. And over here you can see the two keys which I have already created. I'm just going to create a new. For that we're going to go towards this create new secret key, and now it is asking me for the key name. So let's say that I'm just going to name my key as email this time, and now I'm just going to select the project and click on this create secret key button. And as soon as we're going to click on this button over here, you can see that this is my new key. So I'm simply going to copy this key, and then we're simply going to paste that key right over here in our workflow. And after pasting this API key, we are simply going to click on this button right over here which says save. And yes, with this we have successfully connected our OpenAI account with our Pabbly Connect's workflow. And now it is asking me to select the AI model. So you can select any one from this right over here. I'm just going to select it as GPT-4. We are going to move on forward. It is asking me for the prompt. So over here I'm just going to enter the prompt based on my business specific needs. So yes, over here you can see that this is the prompt I want to give to my AI agent. You can see that I've entered the prompt as generate a professional and engaging and personalized email for new lead inquiry. Use the following details: lead name, email inquiry type, and preferred product or service. So over here I'm just going to fill in the details in front of this. I'm just going to enter the lead name and the another details. But we are not going to enter the details manually, but instead we're going to map it. So you must be wondering, what is mapping? So mapping is a method by Pabbly which means inserting the data from the previous step. And as you know, our previous step was the trigger step where we selected Google Sheets as our trigger application. So we are simply going to map the details emails from the response of a trigger application only. And as soon as we're going to map these details automatically, my details will turn dynamic and change with every new response received. Alright, so I'm simply going to map the lead name. For that, I'm just going to look for lead name in the previous response. I'm just going to search for the name, and as you can see the name of my lead, so I'm simply going to map it. Same we're going to do with the email too. I'm just going to open the response and map the email. And now for the inquiry type, I'm just going to open the response right from here, and we're going to map the inquiry type too. Over here you can see the same. And now for the preferred product or service, I'm just going to map the same. And after mapping all of these details, I'm simply going to click on this save and send test request. And now after completing the prompt, automatically my AI agent is going to generate me the email content. So yes, I have tailored the prompt according to my specific needs. You have to do it according to yours. And yes, over here you can see that we have successfully received the response. You can see over here the subject line which we have received, and also you can see the email body which we have received. You can see that this is a personalized email. It contains my lead name, and you can see the rest of the email. So yes, with this we have successfully completed this action step, which was generating the email using our AI agent. Now I'm just going to draft this email. For that, I'm just going to add another action step, and now for the action application, I'm just going to select it as Gmail. So I'm simply going to search for it and select it right over here. And now for the action event, I'm simply going to select it as create draft, because I don't want to send emails directly to my leads. I want my team to review it further, and then we're going to send the emails. So that's why I've selected the action event as create draft, and I'm just simply going to click on this connect right over here. Now it is asking me to add a new connection or select an existing connection. So if you've already connected your Gmail account with your Pabbly Connect's workflow, you can click on this select existing connection and then save. But if you haven't, you have to follow me. Click on add a new connection, and now you have to click on this blue button which says connect with Gmail. And now it is asking me to choose my account. So I'm simply going to select my account right over here, with the help of which I want to create the drafts. And now it is asking me for some permissions. So I'm clicking on allow and give Pabbly all the permissions it is asking for, because my data is secure with Pabbly. You can also click on this allow and Pabbly is safe. And as soon as we going to click on this allow, you can see that with this we have successfully connected our Gmail account with our Pabbly Connect's workflow. And now it is asking me for the email subject. So yes, over here my AI agent has generated me the email subject. So I'm simply going to map it right over here. We are going to move on forward. It is asking me for the recipient email address. So yes, we have received it in the response of our spreadsheet. So I'm simply going to map it. We're going to move on forward. It is asking me for CC and BCC. Both of these are not the required fields. We can leave it as blank and move on further. And now it is asking me for the from, which is the email address with the help of which I'm just going to send the emails. So I'm just going to select the same, and we're going to move on forward. It is asking me for the sender's name. So I'm just going to enter the name of my company. We're going to move on forward. It is asking me for the reply to. So no, this email is not a reply email. I'm just going to leave it as blank. It is saying email content type. I'm just going to keep it as plain. It is saying email content. I'm just going to map the content which we received in the response of our AI agent. Now we're going to move on forward. It is asking me to add the signature and many other details. So all of these details are not the required details, so we can leave it as blank and click on this save and send test request button given right over here. And as soon as we going to click on this save and send test request button given right over here, yes, you can see that we have received a positive response. That with this we have successfully created a draft in our Gmail account with the help of same details received through our AI agent. So I'm just going to open my Gmail and check for the draft created. So I'm just going to open my Gmail, and over here I'm just going to refresh it right from here. And yes, over here you can see that recently a draft has been created with the help of the same content which we generated with the help of our AI agent. You can see the same subject, and also you can see the same body which our AI agent generated, right? So yes, with this we have successfully completed our workflow. But now not only to this first lead, but I want to draft the emails for all of the leads in my spreadsheet, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to use amazing feature of Pabbly. We are going to go towards this extensions, Pabbly Connect Webhooks, and over here you're going to get the button of send all data. So I'm simply going to click on this send all data, so that all of this data would be sent towards my webhook URL. My AI agent is going to generate the email for all of them, which is a personalized email, and further for that same a draft would be created. So yes, with this we have successfully completed this send all data step, and now I'm just going to open my Gmail and check for the drafts created. I'm just going to close this and refresh this drafts. And yes, over here you can see that it is creating drafts for many another leads too, like you can see for this email address, for this email ad, and you can also notice that these are personalized emails based on their preferences and inquiry type. You can see likewise for all the leads, the emails are getting created in draft. That too without any manual efforts. In seconds, automatically the draft emails are getting created in seconds. So yes, this is the powerful automation which we created right now. And like I did, you can also add your lead details into your spreadsheet and create this automation for your own business. Simply whenever you're going to send all data right over here, automatically your AI agent is going to generate personalized emails for all your leads, and further with the help of Gmail you can create the draft for the same, and further your team can review the emails and send it right from here. So easy, right? So you can also create this automation for your own business. And not only this, if I'm going to add another lead details right over here, automatically the mail would be sent towards that lead too. So I hope that you're also going to create this amazing automation with the help of same logic but tailored to specific business needs of yours. So yes, with this we have successfully completed this workflow and it is running perfectly fine in real time too. I tested it, right? So now if you have any questions related to the video or the workflow, you can directly comment on this video. And for your reference, I'll just clone this workflow and share the workflow link in the description box so that you can access my workflow. I hope this video was helpful for you. See you in the next video with many more automation tips. Thank you for watching, everyone.
So not only these applications, but with the help of Pabbly Connect, you can integrate many more applications. So if you have any doubts, you can reach us at support@pabbly.com. If you have any queries, you can reach us at forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issues, you can follow this website. And if you find our videos helpful, do like and subscribe our channel. Thank you for watching.